Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this episode, we're getting into this year's little book release from Jim Beam, Chapter 9, None for Granted. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So I absolutely loved last year's release, the Chapter 8, Path Not Taken. I thought it was a fantastic bottle, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this release. This one right here comes in at 121.8 proof. As far as the age statement, it ranges from 7 to 11 years. There's an 8-year rye, 2 7-year bourbons, and an 8 and an 11-year bourbon. The SRP on this one right here is $159.99. And as far as an SRP, I haven't really seen an SRP out there on this one yet. But who knows, with an annual release like this, if it's really good, you know, that secondary could shoot up out there, but who knows. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this and see how it is. So like with most of my episodes, I have not tried this yet. Just poured it out a couple hours ago in the Glencairn, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see how the nose is. Wow. Ooh. I'm liking that. Boy, that's grapey. Maybe not quite as grapey as last year's George T. Stagg, but it's grapey, plum, that dark fruit. Wow. Getting a little bit of brown sugar. There's some oak in there. Look like a burnt little charred oak. Wow, that's got a lot of dark fruit in there. A lot. I'm liking that nose a lot. Like a lot. Fantastic. All right, so you know what's next. That's right. Get on that palate. Get on that palate. Settle down. Come on, we're getting into it. Come on. Getting on the palate. Now, I know this is 121.8 proof. That, man, there's a lot of viscosity on that. Man, that's very viscous. Wow. Nice little spice in there. And, you know, with only one of the whiskeys out of the 5 in there being the rye, I really didn't think there would be that much of a spice in there. But right in the front of the palate, there's a nice spice in there. Even though there's a nice rye spice, I'm not really getting like that dill or mint that you might think on a rye forward like that. A slight hint of mint. You know, that dark fruit is still coming through. More of that plum, not as much of that grape, which really surprises me, as much as that grape that I got on the nose. It's just the grape doesn't follow through as much onto the palate, but I'm still getting that dark fruit, that dark like plum in there. I'm getting just a slight hint of like a leathery tobacco, just a slight hint of that, which is very nice. Getting some black pepper going into the finish. That, like charred oak, I'm getting that a lot more on the finish. And that black pepper coming into the finish. Man, that dark fruit carries all the way from the nose onto the palate, back into the finish. This is nice. I'm liking this a lot. But, you know, it's $159.99. It's $160. It better freaking be good. Is it worth $160? Man. You know, I don't think it's necessarily worth $160, but, you know, I definitely think it's, 120 all day long on this one. But I don't know. Like I said, this is my first pour. I just opened it up a couple hours ago. Once this thing opens up after a month or two, that flavor profile could be elevated a little bit more in there too. So I don't know, but this is damn good. Man, that thing just coats the entire palate so well. Wow. It's 121.8, but it's not really drinking that hot. I mean, you can tell it's a higher proof, but it just doesn't like overwhelm you or anything like that. This is nice. I normally like that, 110 to 120, around 115 proof is kind of my sweet spot. This is a little over that, but it doesn't drink like that, so it drops it right down in there. I'm really liking this a lot. This is right up my alley. Wow. As far as the rating on this one, I wish the price point was down just a little bit, but it is really good. But I would say, just based off the pour alone, taking the price out of the equation, I'm going to go, I'll go an 8.9 on this one. Normally I do my ratings in even numbers, but we're going to get a little crazy tonight. We're going an odd number. We're going 8.9. When I take a sip of this, and I do this on every episode, whether I close my eyes or keep them open, it just seems kind of weird. So I don't know why I said that. But yeah, this is a good one. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did drinking it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything, and I really, really do appreciate it. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. Need more in here for a cheers. Man, I love that sound. Love that sound too. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. Remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers, everyone. Kept them open. Try closing. I don't know. Both seem kind of dramatic.